and captains, my name is Femennenly and I'm live from the World of Warships North American office here in Austin, Texas to bring you Naval News Night, where we talk you through everything that's happening in World of Warships this week. I hope you guys all had a fantastic weekend, knocked off some snowflakes, grinded some credits, and maybe even got your PEF. Prince Idol, Frederick, anyone got the PEF? It's great to see you guys all here today. Hello everyone over on YouTube, good to see you. Hello everyone on Twitch as well. So a lot has happened this weekend. We did just go through PTS 8.0 Part 2, which did see some changes from Part 1, including the AA, which a lot of players have commented on is a lot more friendly. So yeah, guys, real quick, let me remind you, if there's any questions that you guys have for me during the stream today, make sure you @ World of Warships. It's easier for me to see it that way because I do have to keep eye on two chats and play at the same time. I can pretty much answer you everything. I'm going to get this one out of the way. About the Alaska, still no information on her release date, guys. She is slated to be for 1 million free XP, but we have not announced her release date. So you're going to have to hold tight on that one. As soon as we have more information, or as soon as we release the ship, of course, you guys will find out. Anyway, you guys know how we start, right? There's one particular boat I love starting with. It's from my home country. You guys know what it is. It is the Purse. So let's get straight into battle with her and have a little bit of fun. So I don't know if you saw, Wales will do this thing. Boony Gods. Wales is very much slated. We are World War I to post-World War II, kind of Cold War era. We don't really intend to go beyond that, as unfortunately, you know, having dreadnoughts, say, fighting what is the equivalent nowadays just really wouldn't work. So we're pretty much heavily stuck within our time period because there are lots of naval vessels that we can still draw from and add into the game before we really need to branch off into different time periods. Is the Kronstadt going away? The Kronstadt and the Musashi, as of 8.0 when that releases, don't have a date for that one either for you yet. They will be removed from the tech tree and the arsenal. So if you haven't picked them up yet, make sure you go ahead and get those. Musashi is available for coal, and of course the Kronstadt is free XP. Here's a clip. Hey Venom, good to see you. Hey Bless, good to see you. Fortunately, can't really watch clips on stream, but it's nice to see you there. Congrats to Sir Venom IK. NA's brand new community contributor joining us. Speaking of which, we do have the NA applications for community contributor are open. If you're currently making content and you reach a good size of the community, go ahead and drop an application in if you're interested. Do you think they might include dogfighting with the fighters in the future? If you're referring to the reworked CVs, reworked CVs, technically speaking, don't have a traditional fighter that you engage other fighters with. So no? Yeah. But I know originally after the first PTS, a lot of you guys were really concerned about the anti-air on various ships. My headset has fallen off the back of my head. Worried about the anti-air on various ships and pretty much commented that there wasn't any there. For anyone who did play 8.0 Part 2, make sure you get your feedback in on what you think the anti-air is like now, because it did get tweaked for Part 2. If you didn't get a chance to play it over the weekend, our last stream on Friday, we did do a full sea trials on 8.0 Part 2 and CV play within it, if you're interested in catching that out. Boony Gods, I just answered that one. Oh wait, never mind. How do you become a super tester? At the moment, there are no super tester applications open. Super tester is a little bit different. They currently have enough testers in their ranks at the moment, so you'll have to keep an eye out for when they do. But when they do, it will be available on the forums and usually in the news and announcements section. That's also a good place to drop feedback if you have any about anything to do with World of Warships. Are the flak easy to avoid? Because I see the flak spawning the same pattern. That is a trait that few people have mentioned. Okay, so. But again, we are still, you know, 8.0 is still not completely finalized. We obviously still have a few days to assess all of the feedback, remarks, and data that we have pulled from that we pulled from 8.0 Part 2, and then there's still time for the developers to make further adjustments if we deem necessary to. But we can't make changes and we can't, you know, address your concerns unless we hear them from you. So make sure you've put your feedback in the appropriate threads on the forum. And, you know, also if you wanted to be heard but didn't play, make sure you get into any future rounds of the PTS testing. I believe we might have one more coming up for 8.0. Okay, I'm going to speed up a little bit just so I can push myself up into this boundary. Perfect. So now I'm crawling in my smoke, my favorite thing to do. Do have to be mindful that there is a DD out in front of me, so I'm going to immediately pop my radar. Sorry, not my radar, my hydro, to keep an eye on that. And we're just going to keep kind of popping at this path. Any news of the British carriers? British carriers were teased during Wargaming Fest in December time. At the moment, we currently have no more further information of them. All the information that we do have on them is going to be found on the dev blogs. If you haven't checked out the dev blogs, the link is right there for you. Okay, so now we're going to avoid those tops. We'll just slow down for them. This path is definitely in reverse. Okay, torpedoes have gone past us. We can now proceed to go forward. We only have about 10 seconds left of smoke, so we want to try and get in a position where we can peel away quite easily once our smoke gets done. Like, we don't want to be facing the wrong way. That's why I'm kind of heavy turning at this point. Okay, smoke is just about done, so we'll speed up to turn out. Because the last thing we want to do is be sitting broad to any of these guys as we come out of our smoke at slow speeds. Pair fires. Keep moving, keep moving. I think your detection range increases when you fire from smoke. Yes, it definitely does, but not as bad as it used to, and that's... yes, you do bloom when you're in smoke, but it's not a full bloom. So if I was to shoot right now, my detection radius would go out to my full shooting range. Whereas if I fire in smoke, it only ends up being, it's not quite half, but you kind of get the idea with what I'm going for. December 2019 for British CVs. We have not confirmed or designated a date publicly when British CVs will be added to the game. Just know that we're working on them. They're being worked on. We have a lot of lines, a lot of ships in development. When they release is anyone's guess up until the day that we announce they're coming. Such is the story of the Alaska. Okay, what are we doing? Okay, can you explain the carpet bombing for Royal Navy carriers? No, I can't. I haven't played them. I have no idea what the carpet bombing is looking like at all. So, no information from me on that one, I'm sorry. Well, do British carriers use old teeth kettles as dive bombers? That would be hilarious, wouldn't it? Okay, so it looks like I've kind of got a good little blank. Well, I almost had it. Up until this PEF came out. Okay, so I'm just trying to use these islands here to keep this PEF reset, although I am now rolling backwards. Okay, we'll just keep going forward. My team is heavy in towards the C cap, which is fine, I guess. My main interest is just being annoying and just trying to keep this cap reset. Do have to be mindful of the turbines there on my side, so I am actually going to turn back. It's a bad reset. Ooh, okay. Used to be 2 km globally. Yes. Now, depending on your ship's characteristic, that is what class it is, will denote how much bloom you get on your guns when you fire in smoke. Okay. That PEF has is no longer essentially getting reset because there's something else that has more capture points being held on it, such as the Budjoni behind him, I think. So we'll try and get back into a better position. What happens when you have your targeting on the wrong ship? Ooh, took a big hit there. Okay, we're gonna slow down. Because we also have the turpits on our side shooting at us, and we're gonna smoke it up. And get ourselves undetected here. And die quickly. Wonderful. That's the way we like to go, right? Why has everything gone into the British carriers? What do you mean everything gone into the British carriers? Seems like 8.0 should be today. It looked right on track, but needs more time to get the balance right. We have not confirmed when 8.0 is being released at this stage, so, I mean, there's still time for us. Okay. Well, we're going to play the ship that killed us, the Prince Eitel Frederick. For those who have been playing recently, you guys will know that we have a new directives campaign where you can actually earn this tier 6 German battleship for freezies. Yes, all you have to do is complete a load of objectives. The fourth and final directives have been unlocked, which is collecting 4 million credits for various nations. Why are you using a destroyer? Use a battleship. This is a battleship, and before I was playing a cruiser. So 120 km air missiles confirmed with subs. JK, I love everything about the game. Thanks, Booty Gods. Good joke there. Any idea when the Soviet BBs are coming? Not at this stage. No information on the Soviet BBs. Essentially, the information, sorry, the two ship lines, the Soviet BBs and the British carriers, you know, were only announced at Wargaming Fest in December time. We're only in the very early days of January, so, you know, we've still got time. And we have other great content coming out. You know, you guys have seen some of the other ships that have been in CC hands, such as the Exeter being shown off on the PTS teasers at the moment, as well as some other ships that were in CC hands for testing the other week. So if you own the Perth, then it can't be free. I mean, you're not paying for it. I mean, that's like saying, you know, oh, look, this supermarket does free samples. You still have to go to the supermarket to get them. You know? Codes. Does anyone know does codes? We don't always give away codes. I don't have any for you guys right today, but if you're watching on Twitch and you've got your Twitch and your World of Warships accounts linked, you are eligible to earn yourself some free Twitch containers. Why don't you turn on sound of games? It's not on currently? It should be. I don't know why it's not playing. That's a strange one. Still no Kitakami code, stolen from Radar's desk. Look, I went to his desk, I had a look. I just could not find them. Here we go. Yes, I'm not quite sure why the game sounds aren't working right now. I can check in a moment. Okay. When are premium CVs coming back to the shop? Well, with CVs being reworked on 8.0, we're probably going to leave it at least a patch or two to kind of let things settle down, make sure things are going well, but I would expect their return soon after that date. You know, we're excited to get them back in your hands as much as you guys are wanting them. I know a lot of you guys have been after the Graf Zeppelin for, you know, a very, very long time. But we want to obviously make sure the rework is smooth first, get that happening before we start releasing more premium CVs onto the list. Onto the oceans. Okay, so I actually have not very much support this way in terms of teammates, so I'm gonna actually rotate back. I thought the Nevi and the Bayern would have come this way, but nope. That's okay. So the Path is, she's a bit of an interesting bird. Her guns, you know, they're German. They do actually have better dispersion for German ships in the scheme of things, particularly battleships. She's quite maneuverable, but... And she, to me, I feel like she feels quite tanky. That's my, my feelings on her. But, man, trying to aim with her. She's not, she doesn't necessarily like to hit. She's a lover, not a fighter. Particularly at range. It's that famed German dispersion. How come Tragic didn't do a farewell stream? Because Tragic doesn't love us anymore. No, I don't know why. Borgan for coal? Yeah, the Borgan is... No, the Borgan's a still ship. I was thinking of the Jean Bart. Jean Bart can be done for coal. No, the Borgan is a still ship and intends to stay that way. If a ship is a... Finally, we got a hit. 4.5k off that. We'll take that. So we're gonna have to kind of... Hate to say it, but kite this side backwards as much as possible. Which is unfortunate. I don't quite understand why our team is so far south on the bottom line. But the good thing about playing the path at the moment is for the last directive, if you have previously purchased her, you can use her to fulfill 4 nations worth of credit earningness, if that makes sense. Oh, run ricochet off the back. Yeah, unfortunately, you know, running into, well, the best part of 5 ships up this end with no support isn't the nicest thing in the world, but we're gonna keep trying over here. Some CCs have stated that the USS Alaska will only be coming as a free XP ship and not be coming to the arsenal. Is this true? We have confirmed that the Alaska is going to be a free XP ship. It will be 1 million free XP, but we do not have the release date as yet. Play an OP Fem. How's it going today? It's going great, Kami. Thank you for asking. Unfortunately, our Navy did not survive very long where he was. I'm just going to be really careful with my angling here a little bit now. I already took like a lot of damage there. And I'm also really badly under aiming right now. It's okay. We just need some of our battleships down the bottom to kind of help move up and help, you know, do stuff and things. I wish we could buy Alaska with money. Well, technically speaking, if you want to get the free XP to get her quickly, you would be able to buy doubloons and then use your doubloons to convert your elite XP if you wanted to. That would be one way to kind of essentially get to her quickly. This is hard because it's turning in. Okay, we'll go with that there. There is a still ship that is listed as coming soon. Will it be Alaska? No, it's not the Alaska. The Alaska is a free XP ship that's coming soon. No release date on her as it stands, though. No word on Nelson being removed, just Musashi and Kronstadt. Correct, Speeding Demon. We are not touching the Nelson at this point. She will remain to be available for 375,000 free XP. I mean, like, at least we're kind of keeping the New Mexico and the Graf's Bay distracted. I mean, that counts, right? 3 overpens, 3 and a bit K there. Take another heal, I suppose. Hey, Arthur, good evening. Hello. When is the Missouri coming back? The Missouri is not planned to make a return anytime soon. She is, however, going to be now available in super containers. Ooh. One thing I gotta be mindful of was the Gallant. Last around this island, they may turn towards me. Okay. Just playing scenarios, I did it fast. Yeah, scenarios is a great way to pick up some free XP too. Also, another really good way to grind credits if you're close to buying a new ship, but you're a little bit short. Well, it's time for us finally to get back into the game, I feel like. Only took us a little while. Will Commander skill resets or module dismounted limited to CV and CV captains? Deshion, at the moment I can confirm definitively that all CV captains and CV mods will be demounted or respect for free. I have not seen confirmation of all commanders in all scenarios at this stage, so I don't want to say definitively, but I know CVs at very least, yes. We will have more information coming up in the portal articles pretty soon, closer to the actual release of 8.0, because we're still a little way off on it. Oh my gosh, this Graf's Bay that has been chasing me the entire time keeps setting me on fire. But I mean, you know, the ship's been holding up. Okay, let's spin the guns. I just want to get around this island and past these guys. Let's eat another heal because reasons. One ricochet. It's just... It's okay. We're getting back with our team, you know. We'll have to turn back and face these guys, but hopefully maybe the Fuso, the Goulier Caesar will help us in our quest to kind of regain control over here. But unfortunately, like, the Alba and myself can't take on a full health, you know, Graf Spee and a mostly full health New Mexico by ourselves. That's okay. How getting Missouri to super container? Well, super containers have low rates. Remember, there are many ships that are available in super containers. So, yeah, it's kind of like that. Remember, guys, if you have any questions for me, make sure you tag World of Warships in your question. Just makes it easier for me to be able to see exactly. Well, it highlights the question for me. Hello, hey, the Vanguard class. How are you doing? Good to see you. 8.0 should be arriving within 2 weeks or so. Yeah, well, we haven't confirmed the exact release date of 8.0 yet. You know, we are very cautious of making sure we release the patch correctly. In that, you know, issues of concern have been addressed before we do that. We're not gonna rush to get it out if we think there's gonna be something gained by holding off or anything. But yeah, first major patch of 2019. Pretty excited. I swear, guys, I'm not playing the runaway game. I'm playing the, you know, tactical retreat for better positioning. Where do you find scenarios? So scenarios are found in the game type menu option. I can show you when I get back to port. Any hint for the upcoming steel ship? Nope, no hints here. When do we get the next regular rank season? Rank season, what are we up to? 11? No, it's not 11. No, it is 11, isn't it? Rank season 11 will be tier 9. That will be released with 8.0, so it will probably start, I think, ranks usually start the Friday after patch. Is it possible to buy the Hazakazi? I don't believe so. I think the Hazakazi has left the store because we have concluded our collaboration with the Hazakazi wasn't High School Fleet, that was the other one. Wow, okay. Okay, so we are 5 ships to 6. They don't have their CV anymore, which is good. Still got to be mindful of the stuff behind us, but I think we're going to be slightly better off focusing on the stuff up here. Okay, sail around. We do have to... I mean, these two are going to come through. The back here, this Graf Spee and the New Mexico, if we don't watch it. I'm going to try and ping my team. When was the last day to get a Kronstadt? I'm so close. Kronstadt, it will be with the release of 8.0 that the Kronstadt and the Musashi are removed. So pretty much the day after you see the patch notes released onto your portal homepage. Is it possible to get the Eagles First Shark camo for the Worcester? Not currently at this stage. I believe we did discontinue that camo for the time being after that campaign has ended. Oh, good little citadel there. I don't know what our plans is in terms of bringing it back at some point. I do actually have a feeling it was in the arsenal briefly at some point. When do we get line moves in the game? I want revenge. Revenge for what? Do we know the release date for Alaska? We do not know the release date for Alaska yet. I actually don't even know it. Well, time to eat that last heal, I guess. Still a little bit concerned about the New Mexico, because he's somewhere behind the Graf Spee. Okay, back guns are almost filled. He's turning to avoid broading me because he knows I can citadel him. There goes the secondaries. Gonna aim high through his deck. There we go, 9k off him, lovely. Pretty much that was in attempt to avoid essentially just ricocheting off his belt. Okay, so he's trying to throw his next set of torpedoes at me. There they are. Nice. Okay. Oh, man. Out of the kitchen and into the... out of the frying pan and into the oven. New Mexico, round 2. Let's begin. But I have to stay back here, and honestly, the Goulier needs to be back here with me, because otherwise it's very likely that, you know, if I get shot down and the Goulier had proceeded to go forward, that this New Mexico could have gotten capped and just sat there and capped us out when, you know, realistically we deserve to win the game. I think I am probably going to try for the low-key ram as we go in here. Because I don't know how well I'm going to be able to tank his shots long-term. Again, since he's slightly angled for me, that's why I went for the over-penetrations on the bow. Come back by me. Yeah, but little past that, my friend. Little past that. Here we go, shots. Okay, we drive past him. He doesn't have his guns in position. Neither do I, but that's okay. So as soon as he gets more broad to us, we'll get him with the back guns. Come on, a little further, little further. Not like that, fam. Not like that. Click, 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 click. Come on, Goulier, help me, bloody, help me! Playing Ring Around the Roses with the New Mexico over here, man. There we go, that's a bit better. And we didn't die! 3 cheers for not dying! When I get full research price of the odd tier CVs as free XP when it goes live? Yes, Vaselis. So for anyone curious about how compensation for the CVs is going to work is pretty much any of your odd tier CVs, the XP cost that you use to research that, including any modules of that ship, is going to be returned to you in free XP. Well, Wargaming releases Dita Yuachi as a premium ship. I think Udachi is slated. I think we have her preview at the moment. I don't know how she intends to be releases, though. Hey, Sea Raptor, how are you doing? How long is left to get the ship for free via the missions? I believe you have until the end of this week, if I'm not mistaken. Whew. I'm a little surprised I'm still alive, yo. So we're gonna try and go. Doesn't look like that perf is moving at all, so we're gonna just try and go for the blind fire here. I don't know if we're gonna connect any, but we'll give it a whirl. Hey, we got 1k off him. It counts, yo. Okay, I need to move and I want to try and put this rock between me and the Bayern. 2.5 minutes left of the game. Not too much longer to make an impact here. That perf is attempting to reverse. We'll throw another shot that way just to try. And then pretty much all I'm going to do is sit and hide behind the island because there's not that much I can... Oh, no, he went forward. Not that much I can do on this, and I really just need to try and keep myself alive for the team. If I can get the island between me and the Bayern, and this perf keeps pushing forward, then I'm going to be able to kill off the perf, and, you know, that's all she wrote, really. We can just get the alignment of this right. I think he's going too fast, though. Hey! Hey, the Senpai Squad! Welcome in! How are you doing? Thank you for the raid. It's great to see you guys today. Hope you're doing well. Can I please play as the Iowa? I can look and see if I've got the Iowa, and if so, I can do that. What makes Perth special? What makes Perth special is she's got this really cool rolling smoke. What that means is instead of her stove, just essentially you got one big long puff, it's lots of short little puffs, and that means you can move around within it. That's got to be your second highest PEF damage already? Probably. This has actually turned out to be a really good PEF game for me. So I am playing a little chicken here just because, you know, we're trying to hold on to our health. You know, we don't want to die. You know, if I pop around this corner, all that's going to happen is the Bayern's going to, you know, kill me. I don't have any heals left. You know, I've only got 3k health left. It's going to be much more efficient for me to attempt to ram him as he comes closer. Keyword, attempt. Took a little bit off him there. Unfortunately, like, there wasn't really a whole lot to get away there. Watch your face? Wait, what did I do with my face? Okay. Let's keep an eye on the Ghoulie SCZR. Let's see if he can finish off the Bayern. I'm gonna quickly go fix the audio for us, because apparently it's not working. So, one moment. Well, that is definitely a great way to start the game. Will Ghoulie Arizona as a battleship Novoriskis? I don't know. We're going to take a quick moment, guys, so I can very quickly fix the audio because I have to do some stuff on this computer. So, one moment, guys. We'll be right back. Okay, Captain, sorry about that. Unfortunately, I'm not really quite sure what's happening, and I don't think Tragic's in the office anymore. For those who are wondering, Tragic Loss did move over to World of Tanks, and we're still working out the streaming setup now since we had to change a few bits and pieces around. Oh! I can hear my game sounds, which is something I couldn't do before. Let's see. I don't quite understand why they're not coming through. Let's try. That was definitely not the way to do it. Okay. Well, I'm not quite sure about that, but I mean, if the game sounds is the worst we're missing today, then, you know, it's fine. Who am I? My name is Femennenly. I am the community coordinator for World of Warships North America. I'm one of the community coordinators. Have I tried turning it off and on again? Yes, I've tried turning it off and on again. I can hear it in my ears, but I just can't hear it anywhere else. There we go. Okay. Now you're missing Fem? Yes, that would be a terrible thing. Okay, so what is actually happening this week in World of Warships? Well, we've talked about the Prince Idol Frederick, and that is part of the, we're going to call it the Bell because I can't pronounce the second word, of the Bell campaigns. Yeah, Tragic would be like, I'm Femennenly, I have purple hair. So we have some new containers and a new collection, which does actually give you, allows you to unlock various bits and pieces. We'll take a quick look at the collection. These are the new ones. They've actually got some of the nicest graphics I've seen for our collections in a while. It is this one, isn't it? Yeah, here we go. We've got the insignias here. The legendary names, the decor and finery of the ships past, and the dawn of the 20th century, including some of these really cool, like, postcard-esque. A really great place to learn some history about the game in kind of a very friendly way, too. Well, Wargaming added Akagi into the game. We have a massive list of ships that we have intended to bring out into the game in the future. Just because it's not in the game now doesn't mean it's not possible for it to be added into the game later. And just because it is... We've noted it down doesn't mean it's arriving anytime soon. When is the Kutuzov coming back? No dates on the Kutuzov at the moment. So guys, what should we play? What we should do, so with 8.0 coming right around the corner, we don't have very long if you still have any remaining snowflakes on your ships. Actually, real quick, for the person who asks where are the scenarios, you go up here to Random Battle, you click Operation of the Week, and that will get you into playing the operation, or you can go in with 7 of your friends to play any of the other operations as well. But we're going to stick in random battles for now. So like I said, we don't have very long left to knock off the snowflakes from your favorite ships. So let me find one to knock off a snowflake from. One that I'm preferably not terrible at. That might be a little harder to find, fam. Like the Duke, I guess, maybe? Wow. All the ships that I like playing, I've already knocked the snowflakes off of them. Actually, let's play the Otago. The Otago, you know, one of the very first premium ships that were released in-game, came out, it's not the first, because the first was the Tirpitz, but it was out very early. Here we go, we're gonna play the Otago B. There we go, found it. When will arrive more Pan-American ships? Hard to have, all the ships are currently in development. I can only talk about the ones that I have verified information on, and at the moment, I just don't have a whole lot to say about those right now. Favorite ship? Lexington, apparently. Yeah, I love the Lexington. Lexington is my boo. I don't like the Lexington. Play a carrier, please. Do you guys really want to see a carrier? Like, okay, if you want to see some carriers, put some emote spam in chat. Just give me a little bit of emote spam so then I can be like, when Radar X gets mad at me for playing CVs on stream, I can be like, no, the chat wanted me to. Oh, all I'm seeing is no. Okay, we won't do it then. Are the ARP ships going to return to be brought anytime in the future? Saildan, the ARP ships were part of a collaboration with the license holders of, you know, Apregio Blue Steel. Unfortunately, without a new partnership forming with them, which may happen. I don't know. I'm not involved with partnerships, unfortunately. We would not be able to re-release those ships, so I don't know. Will the Lexington be removed next patch? The Lexington will remain as a tier 8 CV. Is there any way to get the HMS Vampire? The HMS Vampire, the tier 3, is also one of those other ships that is currently discontinued at the moment. We do not intend to release her right back yet. What was actually really cool, so December time, I was in Australia visiting my family for Christmas because I'm Australian in case you couldn't pick it with the accent. And I actually went on the Vampire too, which is, if I'm not mistaken, the it's a Fletcher class-ish version of it. What is my favorite premium? Oh, favorite premium, honestly, is probably the Perth. I'm a big fan of the Perth. Hi, Femennenly from Panama, Central America. Hi, Cordell Jeff, good to see you. When does Imperial Treasury end? Not quite sure off the top of my head, but what you can do is you can check out the January mission briefings at this link here, and that will give you the information as to when it ends in your local time. HMS is British, isn't it? Yes. Either Her Royal Majesty or His Royal Majesty. But it's the HMAS. So it's it's different. The daring class. Thank you, the daring class vampire. Sorry, it's been a long day, man. I've been doing a lot of stuff. For those who don't know, World of Warships North America, we are going to be at PAX South this weekend, which is in San Antonio, Texas. If you are heading up over to that convention, or if you're in the San Antonio, Texas area, make sure you let us know on the forums, because we do have a few bits and pieces that are going on during that event. Yeah, Aussie built daring. Thank you, Akadaka. I couldn't quite remember. The vampire sucks, the tier 3 one? I've heard it's very good. Okay, what are we in? Okay, we're in Otago. I always forget these sorts of things. Which means we need to be careful to kite. That's right. Usually I'm not like the biggest fan of ships without smoke, as terrible as that sounds. I like my safety blanket smoke. Okay, I'm gonna put a plane up just to help with detection, I suppose. And we will proceed into game. Oh, Chappie moving around. Okay, I do have an island that I can get behind pretty quickly. Really? First shell, the only shell to hit me, right on the tip of my tail, sets me on fire. Gotta love my luck, yo. Anyway. My mother is really sick. I'm sad. Oh no, Vanguard class. I hope she gets better. I'm sure everyone in chat wishes Vanguard class's mum the speedy recovery. Any new free XP ships coming in 0.8? We don't have any confirmed for the release of 8.0, but HMS the Alaska ship is not too far away. Don't have a release date exactly for her, but she will be the next free XP boat to be joining the game. So we got a Halloween skin Chapiev over there. The good thing is actually I do have some bigger teammates coming this way. So I'm actually feeling confident enough to push down this way. Now that I pulled out to the side a little bit and got some better angles. We're going to proceed down this way. So we can get kind of like a good sideways flankage here. Okay, someone else got hit, so we will now proceed more inwards, more back to where the Neptune kind of was sitting on this rock over here. Anyway, it's a joke, fam? Okay. How do I get Azuma as a tester? She's not currently being tested, I don't think. To receive ships ahead of their release, you either have to be part of the community contributor program or part of the super test program, each of which, you know, have their own restrictions of being part of. So we don't just give out testing ships for giggles. Like, I don't even think I've had the Azuma in my port once. Okay. So we don't want to get, we got to be careful not to try and get too far ahead of our Montana and Moskva flankings with us, because the last thing we want to do is kind of get too far out on our own. But with the Neptune in smoke, we might be able to sneak around a little bit further. So we're going to keep doing that. But yeah, next round of super test applications will come when the super test team decides they need more testers due to other ones like finishing up their cycle or no longer wanting to be involved. Yeah. Okay. So while I have like decent shots on these guys, the issue is more if I shoot, I'm obviously going to be heavy detected. And that, since I'm quite far out in the back, we're going to go for it. I don't think anything will have its guns this far away. 6 pens and a fire on the shimmy. Right in there. Come on, guns. There we go. Good reload there. Come on, can we get another good hit? Nah, wasn't to be this time around. But we're getting this good flank coming on. You know, we're going to be able to hit ships from the sides that they aren't necessarily facing. One of my better Otago plays at the moment. Torps. I have torps. I do have my plane out again, trying to provide me, you know, broke man spotting, but, you know, that's got limited effectivity at times. Particularly if the the plate is behind you. Okay. It's okay, guys. No one sees me. Shh. Good evening from Germany. Hello. I wish they started snowflakes again. What, you want to go play some more co-op? Okay. So, we're getting pretty close on sneaking up on this Neptune, who I'm pretty sure is still sitting in his smoke cloud over here. What I am going to do is, yep, since he was brought to me last time I saw him, I'm going to load up my AP. So I can get a nice clean shot on him as he comes, well, as I come around this corner. Ooh, 3 citadels. Need one more good salvo here. There we go. That should do him. Then we'll immediately turn out and we'll immediately swap back to HE because it's going to be the battleships next. I got him! Why is Warships locked at 75 FPS? The game really doesn't have further need, and we are trying to be considerate of, you know, all computers that are planning to play our game. There really just isn't much developmental cause to go higher than 70 frames, well, technically 60 frames per second at this time. Are they going to add Kaga as a battleship too? Well, we have Kaga in-game as a CV at the moment. I don't know if we have any further plans to introduce her as another type of ship either. There we go, good fire there. This has actually been a more successful run on the Otago than what I'm used to. Although I did just turn broad in front of Missouri, so that wasn't necessarily the smartest thing in the world. And I feel like I'm gonna eat it for that! Oh, yes! Okay, we'll eat the hill. It definitely did not feel nice. We'll continue to cycle back around. Okay, they've got him down. Montana will be next. Montana looks like he's actually coming more towards me. What I might try and do is get Fern back around facing this way, and then I'll pop up my plane to determine which way he goes. So I can try and, you know, get some torpedoes out on him, because that is something the Otago does have that, you know, in certain situations it is useful to use. So he's currently coming this way. Got 2 per side. He may turn all the way out before I get a chance to use these completely, but we're going to give it a whirl. Good news is he's not really paying attention to me, otherwise he would have had my lovely broadside then. And my torpedoes actually look pretty good over there too. So it seems like, honestly, playing this flank has been very successful for me. You know, I got the Neptune, had decent luck on the Missouri, and now, you know, we're gonna get this Montana with a few torps here too. Wonderful. Cool. Just like that, 109k damage, and we move further on. So fam, any plans for for the heavy cruiser line for the Royal Navy? We have so many lines of ships planned for you guys that it would just ruin the fun if I told you what they all were. But we have lots of content planned for the next few years, lots of different bits and pieces. You guys are just gonna have to keep playing the game and enjoy. Add an aviation battleship. Again, we have so many plans for so many different types of ships. If it existed in history, there's a good chance we will release it in game. And hey, if it didn't exist in history and it's a paper ship, there's a good chance we will release those too. I didn't die, Sea Raptor. Fem is not dead yet. Nice game, thanks, Penguin. This is actually probably my best Otago game ever. Are poor DDs getting nerfed again? Please say no. No ships get quote-unquote nerfed. They may receive balancing. For example, I know some of our concealment there are some changes planned for the Concealment Expert, but more details of that can definitely be found on the devlog page. That's going to be your best bet for information on that, as I don't have it off the top of my head. I can remember a lot of things, but usually stuff to do with DDs, I don't really click on it. Come on, give me a fire. There we go. Nice little fire on the Musashi. Get him burning. Oh, we do have the Des Moines up here. We might actually focus him a little. Oh, completely missed that shot. Trying to get those ones off before he gets around the mountain. Was hoping for another fire, wasn't to be. That's okay. But yeah, we're gonna go for this Des Moines now. He's very, very focused on the Montana, so he'll hopefully mostly ignore me up until the point where he sees me. Gonna pop the plane up again just to keep an eye on where he is. Since a lot of these guys cut the corner hard instead of narrow, we'll throw the second set about there-ish. Oh, but now you see I'm the only one over here between a Des Moines, a Musashi, and a Zhao. It's not ending well for me. And I just turned my boat the wrong way. Oh, this hurts! This is not the way I wanted to go. Oh, we did manage to bounce most of those ones then, though. No. Unfortunately, trying to turn to get that back, the front turrets round was the ultimate death of me. But, you know, my team is easily going to mop up, you know, what's here and what's here. And honestly, I'm still pretty happy with that as a game to knock off a snowflake. So remember, guys, patch 8.0, or if you check the January mission log, that will let you know when you have to get your snowflakes off. Torps. I'd already thrown my torps. I didn't have torps on that side. Didn't have torps on that side, guys. I had the other... Oh, I could have turned the other way, though. My bad. Remember, guys, I see your comments like 2 or 3 minutes later. Okay. Anyway. Where's your other half? The Tragic Dino? Tragic, no longer is working with World of Warships. She moved over to work with World of Tanks, which means I don't get her to accompany me on my streams anymore, unfortunately. But still, I mean... One mistake at the end, after 120k Otago game, like, I'm pretty happy with that. Why is the Royal Ark? I assume you mean Royal Ark not in the game, because it just hasn't made it in yet, guys. A lot of the time when you guys ask us, hey, why isn't this ship in the game? 9 times out of 10, the reason's gonna be, you know, we just haven't, she's just not ready. We haven't developed her yet, and we just haven't found a need to add her into the game yet. That doesn't mean that we're not going to add her into the game in the future. It just means that she's not there yet, and we haven't decided there. Iowa? You guys really want the Iowa? I don't even have the Iowa. Okay. I will do it for you guys. I will go back, and I will purchase you an Iowa, just so I can play it to make you guys happy. So let's unlock it. I need to convert some XP. Okay. We'll research the Iowa. Would someone like to provide me the Zhao? Yeah, I apologize, guys. I'm not great at pronunciation. I've never claimed to be great at pronunciation. Okay, if someone could provide me a commander build, that would be great. Thank you. Actually, no, we'll probably just strip off a, we'll probably just grab a Missouri captain, actually, thinking about it. Okay. Unfortunately, the good thing about being, well, I said unfortunately the good thing about being me. For someone who's played a lot of CV games, I have a lot of credits built up, so me whaling ships is, like, pretty normal. Except for when I run out of convertible XP. Okay, let's grab a little bit more. Headed home, have a good stream. Thanks, Penguin. I hope you have a safe drive home. Which carriers will be removed? So currently, what we're looking at in terms of carrier removals, and there is more of information of this on the devlog and on PTS 2.0. Sorry, PTS 8.0 Part 2. The Bogue is being removed. The Independence is being removed. The Ranger is moving up into tier 6, and the Essex is being removed. The Lexington is going to stay put. On the Japanese side, it's pretty much just getting rid of all of the odd tiers, the Zuiho, the Ryujo, and the Taiho. The ships that are going to be removed, so the 4 from each line, are going to be held back and probably redeveloped into being a becoming potential alternative lines in the future. We're not just going to scrap the models because they, you know, they've been around for a long time. They do represent a good part of history. But yeah, for the time being, they'll just be removed and be saved for a later date where will hopefully make a comeback as an alternative line in the future. Mo Captain is fine. Yeah, we'll just throw our Mo Captain in here. But we gotta make sure we get our premium consumables because we've made that mistake before. Lag. I'm gonna throw on some economic flags because I have too many of them. Okay, we got camo. Get some modules and consumables. You guys are gonna get to see how not to play an Iowa with Femennenly. So why am I taking the catapult fighter over the spotter plane? Is I am hopeless at using a spotter plane. I've just never really been able to work them out to work well for me. So I much rather just have my catapult fighters a little bit of anti-air deterrent. If anyone is curious. Okay, this won't take too much longer. I like steering gears. A lot of people will choose to take Damcon 2 in there. Personally, I like steering gears because I like having a little bit more maneuverability, particularly with torpedoes. Okay. What is it? It's reload or dispersion? Take dispersion. Okay. Here we go. Gonna have a captain. Don't ask me why I have so many dusty roads. I just kind of do. Here we go. Missouri captain. Here we go. The ship that everyone wanted. Oh, AA mod in the third slot? Okay, we'll pop it over to AA mod. In this one? Okay. I'm willing to listen to people who know me more than me. Okay, let's go into battle. Yes, Wow. This is, you're taking someone who doesn't play battleships and you're asking them to spec something on the fly and you're expecting it to be done right. Like, you're asking for trouble there. Spotter plane is more useful. I understand spotter plane is more useful, but if you can't aim with it while using it, it becomes less useful in that perspective. Anyway, what else do we have? I did hear someone ask about still monsters. Sorry, steel and still monsters and still campaigns. At the moment, there are currently just the still monsters campaign that you can get through the premium store, where it is a 5-segmented campaign, each with I think it was like 5 missions in it, 6 missions in it. It does come with 2019 doubloons. And it's a great way to get some extra steel if you're very close to getting your Stalingrad, Bourgogne, Flint, or Black, for example. Anything on WoW's Legends? WoW's Legends is recently had a closed beta weekend. It is still very much going. What you're going to want to do is check out the social media for WoW's Legends, as that will give you more information. I don't particularly work too much on Legends, so I don't know too much about that. New fighter catapult, that stupid like 5 planes take off at once, really 3 seconds is really arcadey stuff. Well, please remember, World of Warships, while we do pride ourselves on, you know, having our relation to history, that is more in terms of, you know, our very historically accurate models, you know, and incorporating history into the game. At a certain point, we have to consider, you know, this is a game and this needs to be fun. So certain things, you know, have to kind of, unfortunately, go under that kind of arcadey-esque style. AP. We didn't forget the AP, guys. Didn't forget the AP. Use that special hair. Crosshair, that should help a lot. You'd think so. If you ever see things being taken away, what will you get in return? So the only answer on, if you have, for example, the tier 9 CV that is being taken away, first of all, you'll receive the amount of credits that you paid for her. So if that CV cost 100,000 credits, you'll get that 100,000 credits back. Now, say that CV cost 100,000 XP to unlock. you'll also receive that 100,000 XP back in free XP. Any of the elite XP you've amassed on the ship will be transferred to another ship of that nation, I believe the tier down ship of that nation, so that it still can be converted if you choose to in the future. Why are there no subs in this game? We had subs for Halloween 2018 as a mode for Halloween as part of our scenarios, as a bit of a test of the water to see what it was like, you know, is there a place in World of Warships for submarines? The community as a whole, the player base, took it pretty well, and, you know, we might investigate looking at it something in the future, but at the moment we have no plans to release submarines as a feature just yet. It was just a Halloween funsy mode. Fewer planes, longer action times would be way better. I like that too. I still don't understand why you guys messed with Concealment Expert. Because it needs tweaking. Typically speaking, we don't touch or change elements within the game unless we have data that backs up that a change needs to be made. In this scenario, the developers obviously took a look at something and was like, that's not quite working. How can we adjust this to make this balanced and fair for all involved? And, you know, they make a decision based on the data that they receive. And that Mogami stopped. Oh, I'll take a Citadel. I'll take a blind Citadel. Well, it wasn't quite a blind Citadel, but you know what I mean. Why am I being pinged? Probably because I'm playing a little too aggressive. Okay, I think I understand. They want me over here. That's always good. Anyway, subs required a hell of a lot of balancing and rework. Well, it wouldn't just be that, you know, with subs, you've also got to consider, you know, all of our maps are sea level up. And for submarines to work, we'd have to develop everything below the water. And that's a lot of work. That's a lot, you know, if we have, I think we have, what, 26 maps in rotation between all tiers? Might actually be more than that, I'm not quite sure. But you get the idea. If we have that many ships in rotation, that many maps in rotation, that's a lot of maps we have to adjust to accommodate submarines, as well as a lot of other balancing. And honestly, right now, you know, CV rework, it has been year of the CV for way too long. We want to get that released. We want to get that patched out to kind of, you know, get CVs back where they should be in the scheme of things in World of Warships. What are you doing, Neptune? He is turning. So, what do you guys reckon is going to be the outcome? Is Femennenly going to be any good in an Iowa? Well, if I go if I go the same direction as our ally Iowa, probably not. Some people say the CV rework isn't finished yet and the release of 8.0 is too early. We are aware of that. Of course, the developers do have... yes. You know, they're consistently making tweaks on a daily basis to the rework. We've just taken in all the information from oh man, that's all? We just took in all of the information from 8.0 Part 2, the PTS. And, you know, we're going to make some changes based on that, and we'll probably do another PTS round. But massive changes were made, and you know, the amount of concerns that we saw on the forums this week in comparison to last week in terms of the PTS has greatly swayed in a more positive light this week. So we are keeping an eye on that, and, you know, we are going to make the right actions via the game in terms of what's happening with the rework. If they put subs in randoms, then I'll call for wolf packs. Okay. Not quite sure what you mean by that. Yes, guys, please keep it civil. We enjoy a good discussion between, you know, our players. We always encourage that. That's one thing we love on the forums is when players get together and, you know, they talk very passionately about an aspect or a gameplay area within the game. We just always ask to, we just always ask to try and remind you guys to keep it civil and to keep it constructive with one another. Oh, another good Citadel. Neptune, you play like I do. Getting hit in the Citadel is something you do. If it happens too much, you'll go down. And that will leave only a frown. I'm a poet. Didn't you know it? Anyway. Night battles? Well, night battles were tested during the Cherry Blossom operation, if I recall correctly. Wow, okay, our team actually needs to start pushing center because we're kind of being drawn out onto these flanks where we're just not playing objectively. Nah, not having any luck there, but yeah, we need to try and get more into the middle. We need to get into the caps and start holding them. Because they're already almost kind of close to double our points here. Oh, we also have an AFK, that's unfortunate. Aiming a little bit high because he is angled. We're trying to get him through the superstructure instead of trying to go through the hull. Did not work. It's okay. We'll keep going. Again, we need to stop them capping here, so that's why I'm starting to push this a little more aggressively than what I normally would. I'm going to throw up the spotter plane to try and get eyes on the any torpedoes potentially coming in, then we'll start shooting at this. Just did take a big hit though. I don't like being a battleship driving into a destroyer, but I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do for your team, right? There we go, nice hit there. 27 off the Hindi. Oh man, we have 2 ships down far on the J line. Like, not doing a whole lot down there either. This is not good. I mean, our CV is starting to now help focus on this kid, but... Wow, I just completely missed him too. And the good thing with bombers just recently over the kid is that now I had, you know, all of those torpedoes should have been spotted. I'm gonna try and finish off this guy though. That will prevent a lot of the fire spam that's gonna come towards me here. Come on, guns, 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 go, go. Ah. That's unfortunate. I mean, I did what I could to try and get in cap, but... do not have a lot going for me right now. Got 17 seconds until I get a heal off. Ten, 9, 8. Gonna try and get the heal up. Oh, I thought he was gonna turn there. He didn't. This kid, though. Oh, I need you to go in, buddy. I can work on the Hindenburg, but you gotta get that kid off me, please. Sorry. What's the best premium to buy in this game? That's a really loaded question and honestly has multiple angles. It just depends kind of like what you enjoy playing. So kind of tell us a little bit about your playstyle and what sort of ships you're currently enjoying, and we can hopefully try and work out a good premium ship for you. Yo, Black, I mean, buddy, please. Pal. Chumperino. You're just hurting me, buddy. Okay. Okay, I mean... Okay, we'll get the black off first. We'll hit another heal. Hopefully. Man, it's getting warm in here. With the AA rework, has it happened to large and medium AA that has the same range? Because I heard that AA doesn't layer anymore. I'm not sure on that question. Hopefully maybe Cammy can answer you, because I'm just not sure. Oh man, why did I have to be put on fire again? Man. Unfortunately, having that AFK DD is really, really a crippling component right now. Getting really worried about that DD just pushing this corner heavy. Well, I mean, an eye for an eye, right, guys? Yeah, unfortunately, like, our team just got really heavily pushed out on either side, and, you know, we gave them cap for too long. Of course, having, you know, unfortunately, the AFK, is annoying, but, you know, even if we had him there, I'm honestly not sure how much that would have helped, because, you know, a battleship driving in the middle of the epicenter on Tears of the Desert, will matchmaking ever take into consideration player skills so teams are not heavily loaded one side with really good players and the other with not so good players? I do not believe we have any intention of releasing a skill-based matchmaker at this time. We're punished and not so computers, just purely AFK all match. There is a punishment system already in place. Okay, so we've seen a battleship, we've seen some cruisers. How about some destroyer play, guys? Let's go play things that Fem are not good at playing. I don't have a captain on that. I'm trying to find something I have captains on. Well, Fem, there's a helpful little filter for you on that one. Also, guys, if you did not know, World of Warships, we stream pretty much, there's someone from one of the offices streaming pretty much all day, all day. There's pretty much someone from an office streaming every single day here on the World of Warships channel. Shimmer time? You guys want some shimmer action? I can go for a little bit of shimmer, maybe? If you haven't seen it before, make sure you check out the official World of Warships schedule for our Twitch streams. For example, NA streams Mondays, Wednesdays, and every other Friday. EU streams most Tuesdays and most Thursdays, and we even have a Russian stream. Haragumo, I don't have the Haragumo. Okay, let's locate it down to our destroyers, and let's pick one of these ones. Okay, let's play the kid. This'll work. This'll be fine, guys. Okay, we'll play the kid. The kid is not one of my favorite destroyers because I hate playing against it, but yeah, you know. Can you tell something about the Udachi? The Udachi is a ship. That's what I've got at the moment, unfortunately. Hellsparrow, I completely understand your point in that, you know, a fighter's not going to do much in terms of anti-air. For me, I actually really struggle with that higher view spotting perspective. It doesn't help me. Can I get some Fs in chat for the poor little kid? William, no you cannot. It's a sad day to be a kid. How final are the Alaska stats? Spartan Hetleg, we did release, or we did announce on the dev blog, I think 2 weeks ago, that the Alaska are going to have its fire duration changed from 45 seconds to 60 seconds as a pending finalization. We have not announced anything further. This matchmaking seems so, I mean, sometimes you get to be the big fish, sometimes you get to be the little fish. I just gotta be the sneaky fish. They have a terrible? I would almost prefer the well, I actually have come to really like the terribly. I need 4K steel for Stalingrad. Any other steel events coming around? Kyle Hahn, we will have ranked season 11? I think I worked it out to be 11. Ranked season 11 coming with patch 8.0. It'll probably start 2 or 3 days after the patch. You have to be at least X-Tool, yeah. Play West Virginia, Country Roads. Country Roads, take me home to the play. I just don't like the terribly. Sorry, I just don't like the kid. The amount of times like a kid has, you know, popped his defensive fire in smoke and absolutely nuked my planes is somewhat a little traumatic to me. David Durant. Subs did come to the game for Halloween 2018 as a brand new operation. Currently, we have no standing decision on whether they will make it into formal game or full game at any point as another playable class, but you never know. Is the kid worth buying? If you want to be someone who hates CVs and just anti-airs everything, then yeah, it's worth it. Okay. So what I'm going to be mindful is there's a lot with radar on the enemy team. You know, Worcester, Des Moines. Okay, maybe just the Worcester and Des Moines. Okay, but we're gonna try and play this conservatively because we are the smallest boat in a really big pond. Hey fam, it'd be great if you don't actually roll out a cap. I only have one bracket of torpedo launchers too. Okay, this is fine. Okay, there's a DD in cap with me. That's not so great. I actually don't have that much support on this side with the Yamato also turning back. I think I'm gonna actually use this opportunity to just move away from this. So this does like me. He puts his smoke up. Oh, 6 detections. Bad day for Fem. Bad day for Fem. Shouldn't have shot Fem. Oh, I don't actually have last stand on this. Rip. Okay, we're dark. Actually, no, I do. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay. That's okay, we'll just help over here. With it, honestly, the curve first pushing that cap as heavy as he did, like, we couldn't stay there a long time. Ah, my rudder. My rudder! My steering! It's all gone. You know what? Because I just want to slow down and stop, I'm just going to hit the rep. So far, we don't have anything else with detection on me, so I'm going to sit here and use my smoke as much as I can here for a little bit. On whatever I can for the time being. Oh, man. No, 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 no. Oh, I like a glove. We're good. This is fine. Whew! Aw, drat. Don't sit in smoke! I didn't! I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm gone. Look, I'm safe. I'm good. Are they going to continue to make steel available outside of clan battles? I'm not a clan, I don't want to be. Shadow steel is also available during through ranked play on the full season, not the ranked sprints. So yes, technically it is still going to be available outside clan battles. Them looks like she loves playing battleship DDs. Dude, DDs are like my... I love DDs. Love them. Said no Femennenly ever. No, every once in a while I'll get a good game in them. They're not my specialty by any means. Nice talk beats, thank you. But yeah, after I saw the dispersion of their ships, you know, heavily prominent over that sea cap, there was no point me sticking around there. So, you know, getting out there with only losing, you know, 2.8k damage. Sorry, 2.8k health is probably the best thing. What's better, hydroacoustic or radar? Depends what you're using them for. Hydroacoustic is obviously better for detecting torpedoes, but radar is better for detecting ships. Okay, so I'm trying to... Oh, look, it's that Kitakaze from the previous game. So I'm trying to use the fact that the Chungmu in front of me had smoked, and using his smoke as a barrier for me. Doesn't seem like he had much luck there. Okay. What do you guys think? How she's good in a Black Massachusetts? I'm pretty good at playing in Massachusetts. I'm a big fan of Massachusetts. Okay. What do you guys think is our best play? We can try and push through where the minnow is and get towards the back for the Republic. With the minnow, knowing that the last time we saw it, it was with about 10k health. With the fact that we also have the Worcester and the Montana moving by, or we essentially try and push into the Kitakaze. I'm gonna eat that. I always freaking eat them on the nose. And I didn't mean to put my smoke there either. Gosh darn it. Actually, use of smoke there might not have actually been a bad thing. Because the Monty and the Worcester... I was gonna say, the Monty and the Rooster are gonna keep him spotted, so that means I can shoot at him. Yeah, I can dodge a late scene torpedo, but I can't dodge one right in front of me. I do not have the Euro skills. Okay. We're trying to aim through the center of the deck here. So the Kitakazes also pop around this corner at some point, so we just need to keep an eye out for those torpedoes and be ready to move. We do have time on our smoke, so we're okay there. He did just turn out, though. I was hoping he wouldn't have done that. Because he's going to get behind the main island, I think, before my torpedoes run out that way. Well, we might actually be okay. Might get one. But honestly, all he needs is one to die. Well, if the team doesn't kill him beforehand. Ah, man. He got away with like nothing in the tank. Ah, what a shame. So close. Oh, it does look like someone got him though. Okay, well that's good then. Can't dodge, yeah, can't dodge the easy torps, exactly. Okay, Conqueror's trying to heal up. Kitakaze reverse backwards. I think we're gonna probably try and go play games with the Kitakaze and try and get him out of there. Just try and take one more thing off our plate. You know, if I've got support, a little bit of support from the Conqueror, this should work. Hey fem, yeah, it's famous last words if I have ever heard. Yep. Heal up, fem. Yeah, that's actually a good point. Let's eat another heal. Okay, so Kitakaze smoked. We're just trying to win. Wait, sorry, we're just trying to live. That is our goal. I'm pretty sure we're gonna win, you know, there's 6 ships down to our 1. We have double caps, you know. If I can get out this Kitakaze, that'll be enough for me. I'm not greedy, yo. So he doesn't actually know I'm here yet. Well, now he does because the, Here we go. Can Femennenly survive a Kitakazi? Frantic clicking says yes! Got him. Not dead yet, guys. Not dead yet. Do not have anyone lighting the Worcester for me either. Now I do. Let's try and do a little bit more here. This has been a good game. I mean, please remember, I am down tier. I am the only tier 8 in this game. Well, on my team at least. You know, so I'm actually very impressed with the fact I'm still alive. I can talk, yeah, I'm sorry guys. I try not to talk fast, but I am aware of the fact I do. I got a player anniversary email yesterday. It talks about honorary service campaign. Where is it? What are they doing with the Enterprise and the Graf Zeppelin and the rework? The Graf Zeppelin and the Enterprise are both remaining at tier 8. There are just going to be tweaks made to them. Okay, well, I mean, we didn't do great. But we stayed alive, we helped kill stuff, and we helped Cap. And we got our steal for knocking off the snowflake, so I'm definitely going to take that. Okay. So there is another campaign that's currently running, and this one isn't necessarily for all of you. I know you guys aren't all going to feel this way, and that's fine. But we do have the Azure Lane content currently available if you missed it the first run around for the Admiral Commander Hipper is currently available. All you have to do to opt in for the content is go to the January missions. If you're not on the NA, server, you're gonna have to go find your NA sorry, your local link, but that's the link right there. You gotta hit participate, and you can pick up yourself the Admiral Hipper commander. She also comes with the well, I've got that camo. I'm gonna quickly load that one up. But she also comes with the special Admiral Lane, Admiral Hipper flag as well for all your weeby goodness. You like that. So, you know what? We played her for the very first time last time. We're going to go ahead and play the Hipper again. Yes, guys, if you're wondering what reticle I do use static number 7. Personal fleet. Shadow, I'm honestly not quite sure what we're referring to. I need VT. Wait, what? Lee Benson, what would you like? You're saying please too. Should have been the Ugin, not the Hipper. Well, remember, there is more Azure Lane content that we're hoping to release for you guys sooner rather than later, but you guys will just have to keep an eye on the forums. Sorry, not the forums, on the homepage. Make sure you guys are consistently checking out the monthly mission briefing, because there's usually a lot of information about deals, specials, including like discounts on slots and stuff like that, that is listed within that information. So, you guys did notice how I put on this really cool camo, right? Yes, and the Azure Lane content does expire on the 18th, so you don't have very much time. So, this Azure Lane camo, we have some pretty fancy camos in the game at the moment. And some of them have even been designed by you guys, the player community as a whole. At the moment, we currently have a contest going on to design the new camouflage for the Leningrad and the Minsk. Now, we have accepted entries for that. We have now pulled our finalists, and we are onto the final voting for that right now. So, everyone, make sure you head to the forums. Make sure you vote on which one you like the best to get it in-game. Well, not to get it in-game, so that that camouflage may get represented in-game soon. Hipper on Peth, nice. Yes, it's Citadel is here, and no, I'm kidding. Okay, so I've only played the Hippo once before, and I played it terribly, so we can only go up from there, guys. Can the C SmackDown players get some fancy patches to be known? I don't believe we have that on our cards at the moment, Cardaris, because that's a very small select group of people at the moment. How do you get the Hipper camo? This one's no longer available. It was available for a short time. It was, what? It was like 7.8, 7.9, I think. But she's the camo I currently don't believe is on sale. But you guys just have to keep an eye out for when camos come and go. It's always determined in the premium shop and in the news articles when we're bringing things in, bringing things out. Well, I didn't say I was going to last long. This is why Femennenly doesn't play cruisers too often. Awkward laughter. How fast can you lose your Hipper's health points? Not as fast as Femennenly on worldofwarships.com. This is why I'm not a cruiser player, guys. Yeah. I played it too much like I'd play a smoke cruiser in that I just kind of went for it and was like, oh, worst comes to worst, I'll pop my smoke. Then you don't have smoke. Yeah, I guess I don't. In the last update, American BBs had their repair party improved, except for Missouri. Will the Missouri get that too? I do not believe the Missouri is due to have any changes at this stage. Okay, so I think with the Hipper, apparently what I went wrong is I tried to play it too close when really she's a long distance boat. She's a loves you from afar boat. That's where I went wrong. Very much a loves you from afar boat. You only have tears and regret and not very many health points left too. It's okay. Look, we still have 4,000 health. We're still good. We're just a little crumpled. We're still out. Oh. Hey, make sure you guys check out your terrain indicator before you fire shells, because otherwise you hit mountains. Yay! Still got one pen. We'll still take that. Anyway. Yes, that is very much the case. It was when we did all the Azure Lane content, it all came out at once on one of the patches, yes. I'm gonna check out leading via the circle on the minimap here. Keeping an eye on the terrain indicator. And, you know, we're trying to stay alive, yo. Just keep surviving. This is like one of the few instances where I wish I had a spotter plane. Because just leading over this mountain without being able to see the ship, it's just a little awkward. So I gotta be mindful, because as soon as the Bismarck comes around this corner, he's gonna have full detection of me. Try one more salvo. And now we'll turn. And hopefully he will leave us alone. The other issue with my position right now is while I'm escaping him, I'm gonna start moving in towards the enemy ships on this side, which also will be like, hey, look, there's a very low health Hipper over here. Let's go kill that. Why do I call them boats? It's just what comes out first. I know, you know, the correct terminology is ships, but it's kind of just force of habit. It's not meant with negative intention or it's not said with intention to disrespect or anything. It's just, it's a habit I can't seem to kick at the moment. Okay. About there. We're just kind of cutting this dude away as much as possible. No, he's taking someone else's fires. Wow. Just completely missed Fem, that's fine. Oh, he's taking a flood actually. No! No, 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 no. There's something over here that wants me dead too. So this is where I'm gonna have to be really careful with my angling. Because I don't want to be giving broad to anything, because, hey, I'm a squishy cruiser with 400 health left. Bismarck is now out of range. We need to start working on these guys instead. Not really sure what our team is doing out on the 2 line as per usual, but that's okay. This might actually exist an opportunity to turn back around and actually cut through the caps. Maybe. So we're gonna maybe give that a whirl. Just as soon as we see anyone aim at us, we just need to make sure we're turning back narrow again. Fire on the tail of the buddy. All we're doing is run away. Run away, boys. Run away. It's that slippery snake pattern, yo. But like I said, my concern is once I start getting around this corner is the stuff that's over here. And we have that Cossack coming mid now. Which is going to make it even harder to keep defending this. Oh man, this is rough. I mean, hopefully our Jervis might cut back. Because I don't really see a way for me to do it. It's rough, man. It's okay to call it in-game ship boat. We hopefully will call them special, yeah. I mean, again, guys, it's not meant as a negative. It's force of habit. Okay, when will the opportunity to fly 2 commemorative flags on the German ships? Considering we've been slowly implementing it for all nations, I would assume pretty soon. Or, you know, we'll have a directive which will make it possible in the future soon. But I don't have any details on that yet. Actually, what we might have to do is see if we can just sit in this gap. Just see if we can sling shells through the gap here. Because we can't really afford to push in cap because of how low health we are. But we may be able to just kind of cooperatively help a little bit. Just kind of use the terrain to our advantage to keep us safe. But maybe get some shells in. The Jervis does look like he's starting to push up through the center, which is good. Again, I just have to keep an eye on my detection indicator and make sure that I am not getting detected, because I'm in a really, like, the Hipper doesn't move quick. She doesn't like going from a stop. She doesn't like to turn quick. And the issue is, like, I'm now kind of in the wrong spot for this. And the Bismarck is soon going to have flanking shots on me. Okay, it's time to move forward. The Leon is pushed too far in, so there's not actually room for me to get my shells over. So I just use the island here to cut off detection from the Bismarck. But I can still kind of shoot over here this with my back guns at least. Dude, Jarvis, go in. Like, we need the resets, and the Jarvis just kind of hanging out and, like, throwing torpedoes isn't going to work long term. Okay, well, we're probably gonna have to... Wow, the Jarvis drives around, guys. Make the VT fuse so I can engage CV directly, please. I don't know about that. I don't actually quite understand what you're asking for. Oh, man. Like the last thing I wanted to happen right here. Oh, they did reset it. Well, this is my death here, but I thought I had to go and reset it. Okay, it's really important we try and reset the Cossack. Just trying to get resets on everything. I mean, yeah, I kind of had to kind of suicide there, but you know, by doing that, I did manage to get resets on 3 of the 4 ships. Yeah. We really needed a little bit of a support in there. I mean, I just tried to get my resets done. So, tried to save as much time as possible, or tried to, you know, survive. Okay, that's interesting. But ultimately, we needed more help in there than me just trying to rush with 4K health. Because, you know, there's the York, the Cossack, the Duke, and the Bismarck at the back as well still. Yeah. Well, you avoided the tops, buddy, so good on you. But 2v6, I don't like those odds. Just with the York now coming in to torpedo the Leon. Okay, enough of that, guys. So I died? Yeah. I have a habit of doing that. Yeah, I understand there is no game audio coming through. Unfortunately, I did try to fix it earlier, but it is a issue existing somewhere else in the setup that I have to work out. And while it just would have taken way too much time to try and do that, like, right here, right now, on the stream. So probably. Play the Haida next. Do you guys want the Haida? Haida next. Last game of the day. Let's play the DD I hate the most, because I hate it when you guys ask me to do it. Let's play the Haida. Sounded you had an AFK DD, no other real support, and lost a lump of your health. You actually pretty well. Thank you, Coma Stumpy. I actually think, you know, all things considered, I was surprised to last as long as I did. Yeah, but, you know, I'll take it, right? What camo did I have? I was using the Azura Lane permanent skin. Haida not OP enough. True. You'll make Little White Mouse happy. It always seems that us playing the hider is like an almost a day. Every single stream we do, we play the hider. So let's get everyone say hider to the hider. Okay, no fam. Okay, lots of GDs. Nothing too scary in terms of cruisers in the way of radar, at least. And they do not have a radar, like they don't have a Missouri, so this looks okay initially. Is this the EU server? No, Steve Malinskin. This is the North American server. My name's Femennenly. I'm from the NA office, so we play on the NA server. Hey, B Sunburn, how are you doing? Sorry. I get scared when suddenly all my phone lights up in one go, but it was fine. Okay. Let's go play the hider, the hider, the hider. Hider's friend's nemesis. The thing about the hider is I either play it really, really well, or I'll die the first 2 minutes. So the hider is a Canadian ship, but it falls under the Commonwealth, and the Commonwealth represents the nations that are still tied to England. So we're gonna go up Seaway. Ozzy, Ozzy, Ozzy! Oi, oi, oi! Always got the enemy tunes with spam HE. Ooh, did you have a burning death? Sneak, sneak. That's what we're doing, Ashley. We're sneaking on in. Good thing is, we've already got proven support behind us. You know, the Seattle, the Gneisenau, and the Mars are already moving this way, which is nice. Hyder is a British ship given to Canada just to be accurate. I don't know, she's looking pretty Canadian to me right now. But yeah, she falls under the Commonwealth. Okay, so we have confirmed there is another DD in here with us. Okay, we have a bearing on where they are, which is right in here. So, class in session. I was about to say, do I use my hydro? Okay, hydro's up, smoke's also up. We're gonna roll around at quarter speed. Do those sweet hider things. So that's what Heidi does best, is sit and roll. Looks like this Charles Martel is taking out this location, like, on this other side of this mountain for some reason. Probably because he has the arc to make it work, where he can just... Okay, Sims. So this is where the Haida does gain a lot of its kind of flexibility, in that, you know, I'm able to sit here in my smoke quite comfortably. I'm able to detect these torpedoes and remain unspotted predominantly until he gets quite much closer to me, and in which case, you know, my team's already heavy firing on him. And he thought I was speeding up, so now I just back all the way down on my speed, and I'm good to go again. So we do have 3 destroyers in here. There is actually another Sims, as well as a Lightning. And with my smoke almost out, I'm gonna have to start making my way downtown, moving fast. Shells a pass. I'm out of here. Okay, my smoke is now completely dissipated. I'm moving myself in a position that I can easily get out of this cap here in a jiffy. Trying to avoid using my speed boost at the moment because it is actually kind of throwing off their aim a little bit because they think I'm moving faster than what I actually am. And my detection will go down here in a moment too. There we go. And we're dark again. Okay. And we go back to capturing the cat. We're doing great. Am I late to the party? What news did I miss? We don't have a whole lot going on in World of Warships this week. It's a quieter week. We're just enjoying, you know, post-Christmas, knocking off some snowflakes. There is Azure Lane content available if you're interested in Azure Lane content. Beyond that, it's a casual week for World of Warships. Not too much going on. World of Warships North America will be at PAX South this weekend in San Antonio. That's going to be Mr. Kami Samurai, BTED72, Radar X, and myself. We're all going to be there over the weekend, which is pretty cool. And, yeah. Okay, so we know it's just 3 battleships up here and the Sims. So I'm hoping this mass will help me with the Sims. So, pairing. He's not concentrated on me. He's shooting at the mass, I believe. So it's a good opportunity for me to get these shells in. Try and get him out of the equation. Looks like his rudder may be down. Sorry, his engine. Yes, and the hull took a few little bits off my back end of my boat. You know, getting through that and having that capped out, getting him out of there, you know, opens the door to the 3 battleships at the back of the map for me too. Oh, lightning. The thing we're going to remember about the lightning is British DDs have very short... No tragic loss, not today, Axel. Tragic loss has moved on to working with World of Tanks now, so we will not be having her in our streams as much anymore. I mean, if it works, right? Okay. I think what I'm going to do now at this point is try and sneak up on these battleships, because there's 3 battleships, you know, no means of detecting me. Beyond the Gneisenau's is Hydro, which I'm pretty sure he's going to end up ramming our Gneisenau. You need to swap the flag over to Hydro, Commonwealth one for the correct one? Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, they're trying to torpedo each other? Okay. Now, the only issue at the moment is if I decide to... I gotta say, if I decide to go dark, my problem's gonna be is that I don't have anything spotting. The North Carolina is completely doing an about face, so I threw those torpedoes quite far ahead of where he was aimed. Yeah. I mean, I guess the Missouri's kind of got, yeah, Missouri's got line of sight, so we're okay. So we'll drop back down and we'll hit our smoke. Might get lucky with one. There we go, that's one. So I'll let my team know that he repaired. And we'll just keep trying to get some more damage, yeah? I was so surprised by that lightning detonation. Didn't even have to finish my train of thought, yo. So we're aiming for the main bulk of the ship, trying to get that on fire. That's why we're not aiming for the waterline, because hey, we just won't do anything to it. There we go, now we've got the aim right. So this was actually a skin that was released for Halloween this year for the North Carolina. It's one of the brand new ones, that super rusted look. It's really quite cool. I will kill steal that! Yay! That works. Can I fix my background noise? Normally, I would say yes. I already attempted to fix it. It's an issue that we have with the setups at the moment, but we'll be addressing that for the next stream. So I do apologize about that. Well, 4-kill hider game, and people thought I was a bad hider player once upon a time. We'll definitely take that. So a quick recap for you guys about what's happening on this week of World of Warships. We do have Azure Lane content that you do have to opt in to participate in. It is in the January mission briefing. The Prince Idle Frederick campaign to get your PEF for free is the last directives is this week. You don't have much time to cash in on that, so make sure you get up to that. Daily missions are available every single day. All you have to do is follow what you have to do in the daily mission segment. And that's what I've got. Knock off your snowflakes. If you have any guineas still from the Royal Navy Arc, make sure you use those up as they will be removed with 8.02. And lastly, Musashi and Kronstadt. Get them before they leave the Arsenal and the Free XP tech tree because they will be gone at 8.02. Anyway, guys, I hope you've had a fun evening. We will be back Wednesday where we're having a special community contributor feature for Stuntman 9630. I hope you guys had fun today, and we'll see you on the high seas real soon. Maybe. I hope we do. Have fun, guys.